This lesson is over transformations and specifically translations. So that's one way to make a movement of a point or a shape on a coordinate plane. So translations has a SL sound in the middle of it, and so that is a way to help you remember that that's a slide. So we're going to be sliding our shapes on the coordinate plane. So usually you're going to slide from the left to the right or up and down, and so it makes sense if you think about the axis on your coordinate plane. Your x-axis is horizontal, your y-axis is vertical. So anytime you have left-right movement, you're going to be moving up, and you're going to be moving your x is going to change, and then your up-down movement is going to be when your y changes. So when you have when you're labeling a coordinate point, the number that's changing depends on which direction you're moving. Sometimes we just move left to right, sometimes up or down, sometimes one of each. So let's take a look at some examples together. If you're translating something 6 units down, you want to start by naming that coordinate point, okay, and putting the coordinates right there like we've been doing. And that's called the pre-image. So before you make that change, before you translate or slide your shape, you're going to mark down your coordinate points. So in this case, our A was from our origin, we count 1, 2, 3, so -3, and then up 1, 2, 3, 4. So -3, 4 was our pre-image. But if we're going to translate 6 units down, focus in on that point and just count down 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here's your new A. There's your image. Okay, and the point there is at -3 still, but we went down 2. So -2. It makes sense the space between 4 and -2 is 6 because we went down 6 spaces. So if we try another one, this one says translate 7 units left. So I have A right here on the coordinate, right on the x-axis. And if I just go 7 places to the left, that's counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So now my A is right here. So before I was at point 2, 0. That was my pre-image. And then I ended up at point 1, 2, 3, 4, -5, 0. Okay? So again, it makes sense. The space between 2 and -5 is a space of 7, and that's the distance because that's how much we moved. So with points, it's not too bad, but then it starts to get a little bit more complicated with shapes, triangles, trapezoids, whatever. And all you have to do is, if you try to move the whole thing in your mind at one time, it gets a little bit overwhelming. So what you want to do is focus on one point at a time. So A, at the beginning, we've got -1, 2. B is 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 3, 5. And C is 3, 2. And so what we could do is we could use the shortcut and just subtract 4 from each of our y's because we're going down, and that's that up-down movement. Or we could just focus in on one point at a time. So I'm going to just focus in one point at a time because I think a lot of times people are visual and that helps. So if I just take A and move that down 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, and then I also have directions on here to move 3 points left. So go down 1, 2, 3, 4, but also go 3 units left. Translate, slide 3 units left. I'm going to go from there 1, 2, 3. So here's my new A. Okay. If I try to slide that shape kind of and hold that shape in my mind, it's a lot harder. Do the one point at a time. So go down 4 to the left 3. So for B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Here's my B prime, I should say, A prime, B prime. And then C, down 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, C prime. Okay, and now I've translated that figure. And in 8th grade standards, not only do you have to show the new image, you also have to show it with the coordinates. You have to label those coordinates. So my A prime is -4, -2, because we changed the left, right, and the up-down movement, so both of these coordinates are changing. My B is now 0, 1, B prime, and my C prime right here is going to be 0, -2. Another example, now with this square, we're going to go 3 units to the right and 2 units down. So one step at a time. Okay, right now my A for my pre-image is negative 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up 1, 2, 3, 4. So negative 5, 4. B is negative 3, 4. C is negative 3, 2. D is negative 5, 2. Okay, so if we're going 3 units to the right, I know that my x's are all going to get 3 bigger. Okay, I could just add 3 to each of those x's, or I could just take it 1 point at a time. So if I'm going to go 3 units to the right and then also 2 units down, 3 units to the right, A goes 1, 2, 3, 2 units down. Here's my A prime. B, 3 units to the right, 2 units down. B prime, C prime, and D prime. So much easier when you take 1 point at a time. And this one is snug as a bug in the corner right there on my origin. And if I want to go ahead and just put C is the easiest one, right? You've got the 0, 0 right there on the origin. My A is going to be negative 2, 2. B is 0, 2. And D is negative 2, 0. The main thing to look out for is just to make sure you're going in the order. If I go A, B, C, D, I want to make sure I'm maintaining that order as I'm doing my examples. If I just get them out of order, I might understand the concept, but then I would get it wrong just because I'm not being careful. All right, one more example here. Has a different shape. I made it kind of a weirder shape because those are harder to move once again, but just take it 1 point at a time. I'm going to use a different color since that's already purple. Okay, A prime is negative 1, negative 2. Excuse me, A, and then A prime, we'll get to that in a second. B is 2, negative 2. C is 2, excuse me, it's going over 1, down 4, 1, negative 4. And then D is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So negative 5, 1, 2, 3, negative 4. Okay, so now I'm going 5 units up and 2 units to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. There's D prime. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. A prime. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. B prime. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2. And C prime. And then just connect those dots as neatly as you can. And there's our translated shape. Last but not least, oh, I forgot to put my coordinates there. So over 1 up 3, over 4 up 3, over 3 up 1, and negative 3, 1. Okay, so again, if I'm focusing in at one thing at a time, the up, down is going to be my y, the left, right is always going to be my x. So if I'm going up 5, I'm changing my y up by 5. So negative 2 plus 5 is 3. Negative 2 plus 5 is 3. Negative 4 plus 5 is 1. Negative 4 plus 5 is 1. So that's how we get these new numbers. You could do it visually or with the math. And then on this one, A is going to be at 3, 1. B is going to be at 4, 1. C is at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, negative 3. And D is at 2, negative 3. Okay, so now I'm translating 4 units up and 3 units to the left. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Here's A prime, B prime, which makes sense, they're 1 spot apart. 4 units. Oh, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4 up. 1, 2, 3 units to the left. I jumped to D there. Need to do C accidentally. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So I'm going to go again up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 over 3. That's my C prime. And just connect those. And so my A prime is at 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. B prime over 1, up 5. C prime, gotta stay in order, 2, 1. And D is negative 1, 1. Have fun translating.